Okay guys, super late night webcam crappy video night again, because it turns out I'm not so good at time management, which fits with this week's theme. By the way, it's the 10th of November. So I think that the hardest project that I've ever done was my senior synthesis in high school. Alicia remembers this, I'm sure. It's a 10 to 12 page synthesis essay. You have to use like everything that you've read in your senior year and ever in it, and you have to have an annotated bibliography, and you have to have like life experiences, and you have to have a thesis that you need to come up with on your own, and there's no help whatsoever that anybody gives you, and it sucks. I think mine ended up being 23 pages total, single spaced, and not only do you have to write the paper, but there's an oral component where you have to meet with a teacher who is not your teacher, and they basically just drill you on it. And my least favorite teacher ever, maybe not ever, but a pretty terrible teacher, Mr. Kilborn did mine, and that sucked a lot. When I was writing my synthesis, I was down the shore with my family and some family friends of ours, and I sat in the back room. I like locked myself in the back room where I didn't have internet connection and just wrote this paper, and I had like 16 different Word documents open, and I was surrounded. It looked like a movie. I was surrounded by books and papers, and there was notes and highlighting everywhere, and everything was a mess, and I just sat in that back room writing my paper, and I didn't eat anything the entire day because I was working on this paper the entire day. They made me come out during dinner, and I almost passed out, like walking from my room to the dinner table because I hadn't eaten anything all day, and I like almost passed out, and our family friend that was there like freaked out and made me eat a ton of stuff, and it was crazy. But I finished my synthesis. It was like late. It was probably like, I mean like not late, but like I had been working on it since like 7 o'clock that morning, so it was like 10, maybe a little before 10, and I just walked out of the room, and I was wearing like sweatpants and a sweatshirt, and I just walked out of the room and into the living room where everybody was, and I just looked up and said, "I'm going to Dairy Queen. Does anybody want anything?" And everyone was just looking at me because I had not emerged other than dinner, and I had not said a word at dinner because I was just thinking about my paper. And nobody wanted anything, so I just went to Dairy Queen by myself and bought myself an ice cream because I was freaking out. I bought myself a vanilla ice cream cone dipped in chocolate, like Dairy Queen is so famous for. It was delicious. I don't think I've ever had an ice cream cone that was that delicious before, and I don't think I ever will again. So yeah, that was probably my most stressful project ever. That's my video for the day, and I'm sorry that it sucks, and I'll see you guys next week, and I love you.